I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And if there's other things, keep leaving me comments. We'll keep going over videos. Okay, so we're going to do it in the set of the encyclopedias from the 1890s. If you're new here, my name's Sandra. I love old books. The chosen ones hate me. This is my set of encyclopedias from the 1890s. If you click on the comment and go back, we did Lithuania in the set from the 1920s this morning. Okay, so this is the set my husband just bought me like a couple months ago. And obviously I haven't gone through all of them. It's a 10-volume set and there's a lot of information. So as I'm going through looking for Lithuania, look what I find in this. Y'all, it is an advertisement from the Handy Reference Atlas of the World from 1902. I wish I had that atlas. So it's obviously just like a piece, but look at how freckin' cool. And this is over 100 years old, y'all. This was the atlas from 1902. Okay, sorry, I know this little stuff. I just love this stuff. Okay, Lithuania, a former Grand Duchy of Europe, composed of 3 groups of territory. 1, Lithuania proper, or Litva, corresponding to the modern Russian government of Vilna with Troki. 2, the Duchy. Is it Duchy? Now I need to go look it up. Hold on. My bad. Number 2, the Duchy of Samogitia. 3, Russian Lithuania, comprising Polesia, Black Russia, or Novgorod, White Russia, or Minsk, Mykolaiv, Vitebsk, Smolensk, Platsk, and Polish Livonia. I don't want to hear anybody bitch and complain about my pronunciation. I'm trying. But in the 15th century, Lithuania extended as far south as Odessa and the Sea of Azov, and as far east as the river Moskva. The Lithuanians, a race of whom belong to Lets of Livonia, the Kors of Courland, and the Borussians, or ancient inhabitants of East Prussia, constitute one of the main divisions of the Indo-European stock. To them are sometimes added the Yatvygs, or Yazvings, who dwelt on the upper tributaries of the Bug and Niemen, thus making about 3.5 million in all. The Jmuds, watch there be a silent lettered fucking English language, 700,000 in number, are a branch of the Lithuanians proper. The Lithuanian tongue is spoken by about 1.25 million. In some respects, it comes nearly Sanskrit than any other Aryan language, though it contains a strong admixture of Slavonic words. Along with Lettish and the extinct Old Prussia, it constitutes the Baltic family of the Aryan branch of languages. Owing to its many archaic forms and the early stage of its development, it possesses great value for students of comparative philology. The literature is exceptionally rich in poetry, popular tales, etc. The poetry is frequently full of the very breath of nature. See works by Schleicher, 1854 to 1876, and Besenberger, 1877 to 1882, and collections of songs by Ressa and Kirchhoff, 1843, Nesselman, 1853, Brungman and Leskine, 1882, Veckensteds, Mythen, Sagan, etc., 1883, Barch, Litsuachi, Melodian, 2 parts, 1887 to 90. A Lithuanian Library Society was formed in Tilsit in 1879. God, I wish I had all these books that it refers to. Sorry, I know I say the same thing. As a race, the Lithuanians are fair and well-built, with fine features and blue eyes. They have strong religious temperaments, and though they belong to the Roman Catholic and Greek Catholic churches, they cling tenaciously to heathen reminiscence and customs. They have been kept in a state little superior to serfdom by German and Polish landowners, but since 1863, the Russians have allowed them to become, to some extent, owners of the soil. Agriculture, cattle breeding, and beekeeping are the principal occupations. The country they inhabit is covered with vast lakes. My bad, with vast primitive forest and with numerous marshes and lakes. These circumstances have impressed traits of peacefulness, melancholy, and loneliness, but at the same time of sweetness upon both the national character and the national songs. For many centuries, worship was performed in the forests. That's cool. And great oaks are still objects of religious veneration. That's what we should be doing. I mean, obviously, we should be praying to God too, but like, God made all of those trees in that forest. They have never had any towns, only villages, and have always relied on protection upon the dense forests and the extensive marshes. Nothing authentic is known as to the history of the people prior to the 13th century. The first prince to gather the scattered tribal chiefs around him was Ringgold, 1230 to 35. His policy of centralization was continued by his son, Meendovg, died 1263, who even consented to be baptized, but afterwards apostatized. During these reigns, the Lithuanians waged almost incessant war against the Livonian order and the Teutonic Knights. See Livonia. Oh, we got more to do. Olgerd, 1345 to 77, after reviving, along with his brother Kistut, the legendary national hero of the Lithuanians, the Principality of Lithuania extended his conquests into southern Russia. His son, God, I know it's going to be wrong, Hagilo is what I'm going to say, 1377 to 1434, married the heiress of Poland, thus forming the first link of connection between these two states. The last link was welded in 1569 by their complete political unity. In the interval, Lithuania had become governed by Grand Dukes appointed by the King of Poland. By the three partitions of Poland, Russia acquired the bulk of the Grand Duchy, Polotsk, Troki, Brest, Novgorod, Seversk, and the governments of Grodno, Kovno, Vilna, Mogilev, Vitebsk, Minsk. The rest fell to Prussia, but passed in 1814 to Russia. See Histories by Scholzer and Gerbhardy, Berlin 1785, and Lelywell, Paris 1861. Okay, we're definitely going to have to do Livonia, though.